Hey guys and girls doing today, Tim918 here, and I just wanted to give y'all a quick, first and foremost, y'all, welcome to my channel, and I love and appreciate all of y'all, but I just wanted to give y'all a quick video or a podcast real quick. I'm about to go live. I'm recording this late, so I do apologize for it being short, but I just wanted to give y'all some reasons or not reasons, but ways to know that you're on the right path with your Twitch journey and your YouTube journey. And I probably have to say that number one would be that it's getting difficult. It's getting difficult. People often look at that and see it as a bad sign because people assume that, it's getting too hard and maybe you're not seeing the results, or maybe you're seeing results, but you're seeing them like a slow pace and things like that. But, you notice that in all big entrepreneurs and multimillionaires, billionaires and things like that, they always say that, through the struggle, you will learn to appreciate it because that's when you see your true strength. And I feel like if it was too easy, and of course, as you go on, you never notice how big this expression is until you keep going. But if it was that simple and easy, everyone would do it. So when you start struggling and you start realizing how difficult it is really to make it as an entrepreneur in general, or just in the gaming industry, as YouTube, Twitch, whatever you're doing, that's your time to really buckle down and push through that, because it makes you tougher, and it really does after a while. And I've seen that in my own life, and I feel like it can make a huge difference. The second reason, and this reason can be I feel like this reason is iffy to some people, but this reason actually motivates a whole bunch of other bigger entrepreneurs out there, Gary Vee and Tony Robbins and a whole bunch of them. And it's for the haters, not solely for the haters. You're not doing it solely for the haters, but you'll notice that's another thing. A side one to this is you'll notice you'll start to get people who don't like you, and the reason why is because you're doing things outside of the norm. You're doing things that people either they tried and they couldn't do, or they see that, why aren't you just working 9 to 5, or you'll never make it, and things like that. And it's you're not proving to them, but it's kind of and it kind of sounds childish, right? But I feel like it's you want to make them shut up. You want to prove to them that, yeah, I can do it, because, and I feel like it's also a big thing that if you give up, you'd be proving everyone that told you couldn't do it that they were right. You give up, and then that's when you're going to hear from whoever was getting on your nerves, whether that be your YouTube comments, and whether that be Twitch or trolls, or your family, your friends. They would tell you you can't do this, you need to work a 9 to 5 for the rest of your life, and that's the best, safest. Then if you fail and you give up, they would that give them a bigger reason. They would boost their ego times 10, because the only thing you would hear for the next couple of years is, see, I told you should have given up on this, I knew you were going to give up, you wasted all this time doing this and that and blah blah blah. So really feel like that can be a big motivation too, because when you see people tell you that you can't do it or that you'll never become successful, for me, when I'm on YouTube and I'm on Twitch, and I look at my comments on YouTube, and plenty of my videos have blown up and things like that, and I look at my videos, or I looked at my my Twitch channel, sometimes if nobody's in my chat and someone comes in and they start trolling, it feels good. It actually pushes me and keeps me going, because it's whether that's negative attention or positive attention, that's still attention, and that means that someone just came to my channel and they are actually giving me the attention, and they don't like me, so that must mean I'm doing something right. That sounds messed up, y'all, but that's just the way it is. And I'd have to say, y'all, the third reason to keep on going, y'all, is because you don't think about where you're at right now, but think about where you're going. Think about what you're trying to get to. That has to be the biggest motivation for most people, because I feel and for me included, and it's because when you think about what you're going through, you really don't think about the two good things. Number one, what you've gone through already, and number two, where you're going. It feels and I've done this before. Good God, man. And I've done this before. I would take things day by day, and I'll wake up and say, what am I going to do now? In situations when Tarkov doesn't wipe, or when certain games are getting dry and I don't have nothing else to play, I would take it day by day, and that would slow me down, and I would start to stream late, and it would just make your whole day off, because you're thinking only of the present, you're not thinking of the future, and thinking of the past can be good for certain reasons. When I think back and I think of all the things I've gone through, I look back at my channel right now on YouTube, and I look back 4 years ago when I was using Camtasia at 360p, and I look at my channel now at 1100 subs and growing strong. Thank y'all, and I love y'all for that too, man. Y'all are my family, man. And I'm like, man, I've gone through a lot. I've done a lot. Like, the journey is just beginning, but I've done a lot. And like, same thing with the future. Don't look at it day by day, because of course, within a year, 2 years from now, just like everyone else in the world, you'll look back and say, man, I can't believe I was like struggling with that. A good entrepreneur on a YouTube channel said that, I believe it was Gary Vee. He said that the good thing to ask yourself when you're struggling is like, in a century from now, like not century, shit, a decade, whatever one. I'm pretty sure. I'm tired. Give me a break now. I'm pretty sure. What is a decade? 10 years? Yeah, I think a decade's 10 years. Yeah, I mean, so it's like in 10 years. Well, the problem that you're worried about right now, will it still be an issue? Most likely not, right? Like, if you're going on YouTube or Twitch and, you're like going on your journey, things like that, you're doing everything right, treating people with respect and kindness, you're entertaining and things like that. In 10 years, do you really think you'll be at the same position? No, you won't. So don't even worry about that. And that's what I try to remember, y'all. I try to remember, like, don't think of what you're going through right now. Think about where you want to get to in the future, and that big relief. And another thing, y'all, just a little side tip, y'all, is that a side one is, I definitely have to say that, like, once you make it and, like, you look back, it's like, it wasn't about and I thought that it was just bullshit when people said this, but it's really true. Like, it's not about the actually getting there, even though, trust me, we all want to get there, but it's about the journey. It's about when you look back and you see everything you've gone through. Like, even though I'm not even done with my journey right now, like, when I look back, like I said, on my channels, my Twitch and my YouTube, and I just see where I came from, I'm like, man, like, I went from having nobody on my channel to having like 21 subs now, y'all, on Twitch, and 1K on YouTube. And it's really good to look back and reflect. It'll be even better when you make it. But let me know what y'all thought of this little mini podcast, and I'll catch you on the next one. Touchdown 918 out.